Nigga!
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. But hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, or maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. And here we are with the third shot. And here we are with their fourth. How close was that to going down? It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that's disappointing, Rich. Getting underway over par.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
This is buckets. How good would that have been if it had dropped? Okay, let's get back to the action. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Currently at +1 for the day. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here. This is their look at birdie. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
That's a little untidy. Second shot here on the fourth. Going with the hybrid. That's not the outcome they were after.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Sitting at a couple of shots over par. And that was silky smooth out of the sand. Good shot. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, well played. Aren't you an expert in the bunker? And this putt is to move into the top 5. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 7. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Such soft hands.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place.
It's looking solid.
There it is.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on, because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
He'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
He's gonna need a digging truck.
Oh my, how about that for a par? That'll help make a big move. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Lining up from the sand now. That's heading into the rough, I think. And here we are with the third shot. Only one shot off the pace. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. It's tracking.
Nice comeback. That shows a lot of character. Be proud of that one.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Gary Player couldn't play bunker shots any better than that.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Ah, what a shot from the bunker. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh, that almost went down. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Nice stroke. He finds himself in a share of 4th. The par 5 ninth is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Sitting at -1, currently tied for 4th place.
Luke, that swing was just south of awful.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Nicely done.
Putting for birdie here.
Oh, well played. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. So as we head into the back 9, Rich, what are your thoughts on this player?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
That's a good-looking shot there. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, I like the look of this.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
What an amazing putt from way out.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. It's tracking.
And down she goes from outside the range.
He's just asked his caddy to go get that and march to the next tee.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
"15 feet to the cup."
Solid little par putt here.
Will hold. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. Oh, that was pure. Playing their 4th shot.
He's currently tied for the lead.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Great touch. Really nicely played.
Judging it beautifully.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
It's on a great line. And that'll be a bogey. Currently a couple under for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a 3rd shot that's absolutely blind. This 3rd shot could be one of the most difficult 3rd shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching this steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And that will take him to 3 under. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough? Henny, how's that ball lying?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh. Well, you've just got to look with admiration. That shot took some serious skill.
And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead.
How close was that to going down?
This putt for par here.
Oh, just missed.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And that finds him in a share of second. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Putting for par. This one's tracking.
That will work.
Is currently sitting in second. Sixteenth, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Time for the second shot at the 16th. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Just one off the lead after that hole.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, The green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Playing from around 150 yards here, just a stroke behind the leader. Getting ready to play their third, and only one off the pace here. Sitting at 2 under, just behind the leader. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Just didn't drop. That'll sting a bit. Time for the 5th shot. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Wow. Came close on that one. Well played. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And that's going to put him up to even par. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Well, that's a handy shot. 16 feet to the hole. Like the look of this one. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for 3rd. Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.